So before I begin, I just have two quick things to say. First of all, I'm a poet from Eastern Michigan University, and I like to feel at home wherever I go. So in order to help me feel at home, because it's a symbiotic relationship, if at any point during the poem something resonates with you or you feel that chill down your spine, could we practice and just snap real quick? Yeah, that's music to a poet's ears. And secondly, on the count of three, can you all yell TEDxDetroit as loud as you can? Can we do that? Okay, I'm gonna put it on Snapchat, just so you know. Okay. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! Oh, I fell off on the end. We'll take it though. All right. Thank y'all. Y'all indulged with me. In 1892, Francis Bellamy sat at a chair in his home and crafted what he thought was just a pledge of loyalty to the state. In 1942, the United States Congress adopted that as the official Pledge of Allegiance for the United States. One of the key elements of that pledge was justice for all. On August 9th, 2014, in Ferguson, Missouri, a young man by the name of Michael Brown was murdered in cold blood. His murderer, ex-police officer Darius Wilson, received no jail time nor punishment for his crime. From that sprung a movement unlike this country has ever seen, since the Civil Rights Movement. Because of that, I am here today to speak to you about that last concept, because today and days that follow, children in elementary and middle school of Black and brown descent place right hand to heart before God and pledge allegiance to a red, white, and blue, the same colors that refuse to acknowledge their humanity. And these days, we must ask ourselves when and if America will fulfill its promise in the last words of that pledge and ever really give us justice for all. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God. Funny how hand positions change over time when saying those lines. Becomes less of a pledge of allegiance, more of proof to the officers that you are actually a citizen when they arrive on scene, August 28th, 1955, Money, Mississippi. A little boy with a cannon for a heart is ejected from the barrel of a bridge. Bullets made confetti out of his face. They even tied an elephant-shaped cotton gin to his torso to sink him to the bottom. He had an entire circus act in the bottom of the river, but no one clapped when he emerged dead. I guess death wasn't a part of the act. Emmett Till was not a victim. He was a magician, changed the course of an entire civil rights movement, and all he had to do was snap his neck. February 4th, 1999. Amadou Diallo put his money where his gun was, shot down on his front porch for holding a pistol-shaped wallet. They thought he had a weapon. He quite literally didn't have a shot, so they gave him 41 on his front porch. He only caught 19 bullets. He was 22. 2 times 2 is 4. He was shot down by 4 officers who fired a little over 40 shots on the 4th of February at 12:44 a.m., the Fourth Amendment states. No illegal searches, nor seizures. He was not a victim. He was one seizure away from setting procedure. November 25th, 2006, Queens, New York. They rang Sean's bell. The kind of bell that rings, the kind of ring you wear to a wedding, the kind of wedding he was on his way to. He's got a gun. They fired 50 shots into the car, killing Sean and wounding the other 2 passengers. One of the officers even stopped to reload the way an artist stops in the middle of painting to admire his work. He fired 31 pastels into the car. Sean Bell was no victim. He was a canvas, and all he had to do to earn his spot on history's wall forever was be shot to death October 3rd, 2009. Victor Steen, a 17-year-old black boy riding a rocket ship down an empty street, was ordered to turn in his wings and pull over to the side of the road. Officer, you don't understand. See, that man in the moon, yeah, that's my dad, but he may never come back if I don't make it to him tonight. He was just trying to reach for the stars. The taser tied an astronaut in his throat. The officer even drove over his body before removing the taser metal from his torso. There's no metaphor for that. It just hurts. The last thing he felt was the weight of the car's wheels on his chest. No wonder he was out of breath. He was just tired. August 5th, 2014, Beaver Creek, Ohio. A toy soldier by the name of John Crawford was relieved from duty in the action figure section of Walmart. He walked around the way many PTSD patients do when relieved from battle, gripping his weapon tighter than his grip on reality. He awaited orders from his commanding officer of a mother on the phone that day. Sir, welcome to Walmart. How may I help you? Hold your position, sir. Could you stop waving your weapon like that? Hold your position, sir. I'm calling the police. Hold your position. Put down the weapon. Hold your bang. Whoever said you have the right to bear arms was lying. He was a tiger let loose on a jungle full of poachers that day. A mother lost her son. A father lost his junior the way a fraction loses its better half when multiplied correctly. There were multiple shell casings at the scene, none of which belonged to the BB gun. John Crawford was not a victim. He was a war hero with the gold star on his straitjacket. September 10th, 2014. Saratoga Springs, Utah. Police received a call of suspicious behavior and almost immediately went on a Darien hunt. A young black male in a 93% white community wielding a samurai sword. It is believed that once the samurai sword is drawn, it must taste blood even if it is from the owner's body. They say he lunged at them, which means that he is the fastest assassin who ever lived because all 6 shots from police were in his back. The media keeps calling this an altercation. I don't understand why they're spelling execution like that. I've never heard slaughter pronounced that way. September 18th, 2014, a Houdini by the name of Charles Smith was found in Savannah, Georgia. They locked him in a cage shaped like a police car. He took this as a test of his magician skill. It's not his fault. See, as black men, we tend to have an unearthly desire to escape. He was still learning new tricks. What he meant to do was reappear outside the car, uncuffed. Instead, he accidentally made a gun appear in his possession. Good thing the police are used to magic tricks. It was nothing for them to make his life disappear. January 24th, 2004, Brooklyn, New York. Timothy Stansbury, August 9th, 2014, Ferguson, Missouri. Michael Brown, August 12th, 2014, Los Angeles, California. Ezel Ford, November 2nd, 2014, Akron, Ohio. Raphael Thomas, April 19th, 2015, Baltimore, Maryland. Freddie Gray, August 7th, 2015, Arlington, Texas. Christian Taylor, August 7th, 2015, Arlington, Texas. Christian Taylor, September 23rd, 2015, Wilmington, Delaware. Jeremy McDowell. What hurts the most about this is more than half of those people were alive when I wrote this poem. I apologize if I have trouble pledging allegiance to a flag that has been determined to do us part and leave our black bodies dangling at the altar with liberty and justice for all.